welcome back to Grumpy Old Men. I'm Erik.
And I am Tim. And of course, we're in 2024. We got the first episode of 2024 out. So,
Yes.
we got all 55 or 59 followers, The goal is...
It's 60.
Is it 60?
Yeah.
Okay. Hot damn. We're moving
growing.
up in the...
That's right. We're growing like the population of immigrants in Texas.
Oh, no. If that's the case, we'd be viral. Because then some of the bitches are coming in like a son of a gun. And then, speaking of that, before we get into sports and the Super Bowl, because you made that comment, how is it that I just traveled, had to go to the airport, got to take off my damn shoes, my damn shirt, stand in a little thing doing like this because, I ain't traveled in so long, so my TSA speed clearance, has gone away or whatever the case may be. But they got their immigrants coming across the border. They were flying them all over the damn place, and they're sleeping in airports and everything, and ain't a damn one of them got an ID. How in the hell is that happening? I mean,
I don't know, but I recently, last year, I finally signed up for TSA PreCheck and Clear. So Clear is where you just scan your eyeballs, and you don't have to show it. You get a concierge that walks you up to TSA, and you just walk right on through. You don't got to do shit. It's awesome.
Oh, damn. But yeah, I mean, that's good. They got your retinas in the system. So when AI comes out with a fake Erik, we know, which they do that shit anyway. But anyway, I digress. Well, we got the Super Bowl. I'm glad I didn't bet on the goddamn Ravens.
The Ravens shit the bed, boy. Good Lord. And I've been watching ESPN here and there, but did the Ravens lose or did the Chiefs win?
In my opinion, the Chiefs kicked their ass. It's just that plain and simple. They can talk about bad officiating or whatever, but the Chiefs took that opening kickoff. Well, I'll take that back. The Ravens went 3 and out and punted. The Chiefs took their opening punt and just went right down the field and scored, which, by the way, marks like the 10th time in a row they've scored on their opening drive in a game. So, which is pretty phenomenal. But to me, it was never in doubt. The Chiefs were, and I was on the Ravens because they were my sleeper pick all the way back in September. But Lamar Jackson MVP my ass. Now, my hat's off to him as a hell of an athlete, but he didn't show up for that game. So I think it was a little bit
it's just like the Cowboys, right? Some teams just can't perform in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. The pressure gets to them. And it's the opposite with the Chiefs, where they were shit all year and everybody's questioning, oh no. And then all of a sudden the playoffs come in and they're playing like a Super Bowl caliber team. I think that this is going to be one of the best Super Bowls we've seen in a very, very long time, because Brock Purdy is about the same as Mahomes. When the shit's on the line, he starts becoming an elite quarterback.
No, what gets me about Purdy is, no, he's not a first-round pick, but all they do is point out the shit bad he does. I mean, he's doing stuff right now where he's in the company of Montana and Young, which is pretty damn good company to be in. They're elite quarterbacks of their time. And this kid was, a 5th-round pick. Start talking about the good shit he does. Yeah, they may win or lose, but I tell you what, that little kid's got some guts. I mean, he ain't a kid. I'm sorry. Purdy, if you're listening, I know you're one about 65. I don't think he's even a 5th-round
pick. Mr. Irrelevant. He was like the very last pick of the draft. They're like, well, we got a pick left. What's this Purdy guy? Let's just add him to the roster.
I tell you what, the only downfall, I ain't going to lie, I'm pulling for the 49ers. I ain't got nothing against Mahomes. Mahomes is a hell of a quarterback, and Andy Reid, I like Andy Reid coaching, but I'm just so goddamn sick and tired of Taylor Swift. Shit, I just want I want Kansas City to lose, only because of Taylor Swift. That's pretty bad.
Well, being in Missouri, it's Kansas City Chief fever up here.
Oh, I'm sure.
But look, I want Andy Reid to win a Super Bowl because I think he's going to retire. I think he's done, and I think Belichick's going to replace him.
No, not in KC. I don't think so. I don't see that happening.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't. But I tell you what, I read they said that the Chiefs hadn't allowed 20. I think they've only allowed most of the points they've allowed all year is 27 points in a game. So. They haven't. I don't think anybody's hung 30 on them this year.
Regardless, I think it's going to be an awesome Super Bowl.
I hope you're right.
The way the defenses are playing, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of scoring. I think it's going to be like a 24-21 game, but I think it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the last drive. I think it's just going to be an exciting damn Super Bowl.
I hope so. If DeMarco Ryans was still the 49ers defensive coordinator, I'd probably lean towards him, but I don't know. Spagnolia's got that defense for KC playing pretty darn well. So that's
He
I don't know.
does. He does.
just
They
don't.
look good. But the 49ers have the talent on defense.
Oh, they definitely have the talent. There's no doubt. So we'll
They just
see.
need a good game plan, man. They need a good
So
game plan. We
I'm
will
looking
see.
forward to the
So,
commercials. I hope they got good commercials and don't have shitty ones.
I know. Budweiser has another Clydesdale commercial.
Well, about time.
I haven't seen anything around commercials yet, to be honest with you, other than
They
that
know.
Budweiser update.
Hey, as long as the E-Trade babies are back, we'll be good. You know, they brought them back last year. I like them little jokers.
Yes.
They're funny as hell.
Yeah, everybody gets so butthurt nowadays. It's affecting the Super Bowl commercials. Like,
I know.
you know what I mean? Like, there's an old Kmart Super Bowl commercial that I keep seeing on my TikTok where they're talking about shipping their pants. Like, I shipped my pants. Did you ship your pants? Yeah, I shipped my pants same day. Grandpa even shipped his pants. Like, they can't air that shit today because people get butthurt.
That's the problem with this country. Like we talked about last week. You know, I can see the daggum trans in the military. They wave the white flag.
Wait
a minute, stop.
Be
Well, I saw somebody did a TikTok where they were like, "Wait a minute, we got ragweed out here. I can't go through that field." Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
I sent that TikTok.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm triggered.
Yeah.
Can we postpone this battle till March?
That's my old age. You know, I can't remember where I saw it, but I knew I saw the damn thing.
That's all right. Yeah, that was freaking hilarious because I remember talking about that a while back, and I saw it came up in my TikTok. I'm like, I got to send this to you.
Yeah, it was
maybe
good.
I'll cut out a little stint of this and put it up here. Put it up in our thing. Yeah. All right. Well, let's make our picks, man. Let's put it down. Let's wager this $40. So either I'm sending you 80 or we're even. How about that?
Okay, that'll work. Wait a minute. Well, I got to look and see what the line is. We'll go with the line because we ain't betting straight.
I think it's San Fran.
No, it's
-3.
No way.
Or 1. It was like -1 when it opened, I thought.
No way. I don't see that happening.
Super Bowl odds.
Oh, they are
Chiefs.
favored. Wow.
Yeah, they opened as favorites.
What's the line? What's the number?
I'm looking.
2.5.
San Francisco 2.5. Yep.
2.5. San Francisco minus
over
2.5.
Under a 47.5. We'll see, man. I'm taking KC. Sorry.
Well, shit.
I think
that's who I was going to take.
All right. Well, let's.
Well, I tell you what. Wait. What's the? You like KC because that's probably who I was going to take, even though I do want the 49ers to win. I just don't see how they're going to do it. What's the total point? What's the points? 47 and a half?
47.5. Yeah.
All right. So you take the line and I'll take the over under.
Okay. Are you going over or under?
I'm thinking. Hold on.
What if we both lose? Then I'll just send you $40, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. If we both lose or one wins, it don't really matter at this point. I want to go over so bad 40 because that's only 20, 23, 24.
That's 24-21 would be just under.
Right, but I think the Chiefs. I mean, good God, Green Bay scored. I'm more worried about if the 49ers get crapped on and they only score 7 or 14 points. And the Chiefs
Detroit got 31 on San Francisco.
I know, but I'm worried about San Fran scoring on the Chiefs. Ain't nobody hung 30 on them yet.
Oh, well, if the Chiefs get 28 and the 49ers get 14, you're over. Oh, no, you're not.
I'm not.
Still.
I'm under. Right.
Oof, maybe it will go under.
I know. That's a good over under. Tell you what, I'll make it I just don't want one of them 35-38 deals like they had last year or whatever it was. But you know what? I'll roll the dice. What the hell? You owe me $40. I'll go under.
You're gonna go under? All right.
I'm gonna go under.
Then I'll just take the over instead of us both being possibly losing. I'll just take the over.
Okay. All right, that'll work.
All right. Over 47.5. I like it. All right, cool, man.
And you're probably gonna win that and owe me nothing. But anyway, it's all right.
Speaking of sports, so fun fact, I was talking to some volleyball parents this weekend who live in Illinois. Um, I could currently have a FanDuel account or better account if I just drive over the border and use my phone over there. I can
Right.
use a Missouri address. I just have to be physically, geographically in the state.
What you mean
But
triangulated from your cell tower?
yes, so even if I open an account with my daughter's address, I couldn't use it sitting on my couch. I'd have to go to Illinois to use the app.
Oh, that's bullshit. Well, so who do we know that we can Venmo money to next year?
Well, it'll be my daughter. She'll be living over there. I could just have her create the account and we can fund it.
Oh, that's true. You're right. That'll work. She can create the account. We'll just fund it.
Yeah. She'll have to log in. She'll have to make the bets. We'll just throw a bunch of money in there and, let her make our bets.
That'll work.
We'll do like $10 at a time, like some ridiculous 15 leg parlay that'll win us thousands.
Well, we'll do one or two of them, but but there may be a couple weeks that I'll be like, hey, I want $300 on this game or something like that. And then,
that's up to you.
Yeah, I know, right. As long as I Venmo the account, we're good, right?
Yeah, I'll have her create a FanDuel and a.
Okay. Technical difficulties while Eric disappeared. Now he's back.
But now my microphone, I can't. My speakers. Oh, hold on a second.
Wait a minute, you sound pretty good.
Do I still sound okay?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you. I just got to cut down the volume.
All right, cool. I had a plug was loose and it kept glitching in my ears, so I went and fixed it, and then everything just went to shit. So, hey, okay. Welcome back. Technical difficulties are over with. Yep. So, all right, man. Well, let's.
Well, good. So we got a little. Okay, so I'm gonna have to study football next year. Now that I can legitimately go back to betting, then I'm gonna have to do a lot more studying than I have been.
All right.
That's cool. Well, yeah, I need something to
do. I wonder how the tax implications would work though. If it's in her name, we could put it in our name with her address, but she's got to open the app.
Well, it don't really. Well, I mean, if
it'll be our information, she's just logging into our account in Illinois. You know what I mean?
Hey, we got a long time. We got 8 months to decide on how this is going to work.
I might start it with baseball. I know a lot about baseball.
As well.
Speaking of baseball,
we're
so close, man. We're so close. What
do they expect? What's the projection for the Yankees this year?
I don't. 89 wins. I don't know. I don't know what they're expected to do. I mean, it's gonna. There's so many things up in the air. This Blake Snell is still out there, freaking Cy Young Award winner. Nobody signed him because he wants too much money because he's 30-something years old. The Yankees offered him a contract and he turned it down. But Garrett Cole, the Yankees ace and Cy Young winner, they were just at the Cy Young dinner and they were sitting together yapping. So hopefully they get something done. We add another Cy Young winner to our rotation and then we'll be good. But we have a lot of good pitching. It's a lot of unknown. So, but we do have Juan Soto. So there's that. We'll have Soto, Judge, and if Stanton can get his shit together, that'll be stupid.
Is Judge healthy?
Judge is very healthy. He missed that stretch last year because he broke his toe running into a damn wall. But other than that, he's healthy.
Good.
And Stanton dropped a bunch of weight so that he can get healthy and get his swing back and stuff. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
That's good. I'll watch it when the the division series and the NLCS and ALCS come along. But until then, I mean, I'll watch golf. Now, I see all the PGA players, bailing to go to live. John Rahm went to live. Terrell Hatton went over to live. I mean, I don't blame him. $60 million, deuces. I'm gone.
Yeah, bye-bye. I don't care if I get anot's endorsement for the rest of my life. Later.
Well, that's what Harold Varner III. He's a medium level golfer, but like he said when he went, he's like, guys, I'm getting this much money. He said, I can set my family, my kids, and my grandkids up. It's not just about me; it's about my family and my legacy. So, yeah. He can set up trust funds and everything else that'll take care of his children and his grandchildren, and even his great grandchildren.
Instead of playing every weekend hoping you win some money.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't blame him. It is what it is.
I don't blame him either. I'm going to try one more thing with my microphone. This is really pissing me off. Hold on. Can you? Nope. Excuse us. How's that? Is that better?
Same. I still got the same echo tone.
No,
Whatever.
for fuck's sake. All right. Anyway, let's move on to our conspiracy theories. So, not really conspiracy theory, but let's talk about Operation Lone Star.
Here we go. Eric's got some meat this week. Oh, hot dog.
I don't have any meat. I just know that there are 25 states backing up Texas saying, fuck you, go back where you came from.
No. So you know what that is. So, actually, Abbott and... Oh, crap. I'm getting a call from work. Hold on.
Better answer it.
I know.
I'll read these stats while you take that call from work.
Yeah.
In fiscal year 2023, the Border Patrol released 900,000 migrants on parole or with an NTA and transferred an additional 372,000 to other federal agencies like Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Health and Human Services, or the U.S. Marshals. There were 583,000 removals, returns, voluntary returns, and other detentions.
Well, Operation Lone Star, you talk about the 25 states backing. I like how, so Governor Abbott and the Attorney General, I can't remember what his name is, they're pretty damn slick lawyers. If you know, they pushed all that thing to the Supreme Court, right? And you see the Supreme Court ruled that, you got to take the razor wire. Well, they ruled that the government could take the razor wire down. Mm-hmm. But they were very specific and they didn't slap Texas on the wrist. So they didn't say anything about Texas being there and being able to putting it right back up, which is what they're doing. So, but there's also a clause in there, and I'll tell you what, they're playing legal chess with the words and the wording, because there is a portion in the Constitution that if the federal government fails to defend its borders, Texas has a state right to defend itself. They can call out the National Guard and everything, which is what they're playing on. So right. Texas is doing this really good, and they're really smart about this. So, I'm interested to see how this all plays out, because, hell, did you see the video? And damn, I wished I saved it. I'm going to start sending you shit so we can start showing clips on here. We would get high tech, but
we need a producer.
Exactly. But yeah, there were some people, I think it was in California, they were sitting on a bench and they start videoing with their phone, and here comes a goddamn speedboat, kind of like the SEAL teams or Ranger teams got, where they're hanging off the sides with the little, rubber boat. They come flying up on the beach. There's men dressed in black, and they got, black bags and everything. They hit the beach, they jump out, they run across the street and disappear into the neighborhood. It's just another way for illegal aliens. Yeah, I swear, I'm going to find that and send it to you. So
that's awesome.
They did an amphibious landing on the coast in California somewhere, and you can hear the sirens coming because somebody, instead of videoing, decided to call the police. Not that they would have done anything, because they're handcuffed on a lot of stuff. But yeah, there's no telling who is in this country. We've got military age people from all these various countries and terrorist organizations, and Sleepy Joe and them, and they're doing this on purpose.
Sleepy Joe.
It is what it is.
Can't even form fucking sentences anymore.
Speaking of which, so you saw Trump won the New Hampshire primary,
right?
And I know we talked about DeSantis dropping out, but I saw an article that was kind of and it wasn't some off the wall. I think it was a New York Post maybe, but there is some, at first I thought this was BS. There may be some rumor to Michelle Obama taking Biden's place. That is a very strong rumor, conspiracy theory going on right now, but it seems to be getting some, I don't want to say traction, but there seems to be some truth possibly behind this, and they've kind of had this in the works for a little while, that they're going to remove him and just all of a sudden at the end add her to the ticket. And if that's the case, we may be in trouble.
Trump will not get elected if Michelle Obama is the Democratic presidential nominee.
If it's a fair election, he might, but it's not going to be a fair election.
I think even in a fair election, I think Michelle wins.
Really?
because they're like, well, it's not these two.
Well, this is
So
true. There's not, this is right. Exactly. It's not one or the other. It's not.
they,
It's not
um,
Sleepy Joe and Kamala. It's going to be, and it's not
no,
going to
but
be
then you
Trump.
flip. I just saw something on, I don't know what news station it was, CNN or Fox News, whatever was on the TV at the gym, that 44% of black voters who voted for Biden have now flipped to Trump.
Right.
But
But it would flip
if you
back.
put Michelle, yeah, you put Michelle on the ticket, it's going right back in her pocket.
Yep. It'll flip back. So
Yeah.
I just think at the end, Sleepy Joe is not on the ticket. They will get trounced in a fair election. They will get trounced if Sleepy Joe's on the ticket.
I think even in an unfair election, they'll get trounced if Sleepy Joe's on the ticket. Nobody wants to vote for him.
I know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
he's mentally declining. I mean, it's very, very unaware, irrelevant. Why is my vocabulary not working? He can't be
it's
president.
evident.
He's not
It's
busy.
very evident that he
Thank you.
can't form.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. I should be ashamed of myself letting you come up with my vocabulary.
So now we
But
got
yeah,
sleep.
no,
So now we got Sleepy Eric. I'll
Sleepy
be doing
Eric.
the podcast from now on.
But I may not be able to think of words, but at least you'll understand everything coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was having fun, Tim, Dugan, and Joe. It's like, fuck. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing as an American. All
And
the
then-
shit that we're letting happen, all the immigration issues. We got a freaking lame duck. Not a lame. Well, we don't do have. He's going to be lame duck because he's not going to be able to move. He'll be a vegetable in a fucking wheelchair by the time his term is up. It's ridiculous. We're an embarrassment.
Well, we are an embarrassment, but it's like I said before, the elites are still pulling the strings. They want Republicans against Democrats and Democrats against Republicans. I call them useful idiots. They're just sitting there. For the longest time, I thought it was Marxism. Because back in, I don't know, 10 years ago, you got all the Marxists that were coming into politics and this, that, and the other. But I've come to realize that's not necessarily true. I believe it's the elitist and the super elitist versus us, and they're just useful idiots. The Republicans are useful idiots. They don't. I mean, they are the Republic. There's no difference. There's not too much difference between Republicans and Democrats. They all suck.
No, they're all on marionette strings, and those super elitists and elitists are pulling the fucking strings up there with their.
Yeah, and I really believe that's why you're getting to. I mean, they want to basically control you. It's like they're going to be the cattle rancher, and we're their damn cattle. That's what they want. If you look at Davos, you look at the World Economic Forum, you look at all that stuff, and so let's define what an elitist and a super elitist is. So they actually did a survey not too long ago between elitist and super elitist and normal folks. So, and they were talking about, so an elitist is someone, this is what their terms are, and it's not everybody, but just in general, the consensus of the majority. So an elitist is somebody that makes over or a couple that are an individual that makes over $150,000 a year, and one of the spouses has a advanced degree, like a master's degree or PhD or whatever the case may be.
I was on track until you said the degree part.
Yeah, well, I know, and that was the thing. Me too. I was thinking, well, wait a minute, damn. So 150. Okay, I got that part covered. But anyway, then they said a super elitist is the same thing. They make over 150,000, but both spouses have an advanced degree, and they came from either Harvard, Yale, Columbia. One of the Ivy League colleges, and Princeton, whatever.
I'm trying to think of names.
That's basically their definition, that they have been the ones that have been brainwashed and have this elite, like, hey, we're better than you. And again, I'm not speaking with everybody 100%. I'm just talking about the majority in general terms. That's what so they actually they surveyed elite and super elitists, and they surveyed normal folks like us and our 60 followers.
We got like 200 something on TikTok, don't we?
I know, right? What do you think about, should the government be able to ration food? Should the government be able to ration electricity? Should the government air travel? Should you be able to go on a vacation whenever time you want, or should it be only if it's not for business or company purposes, should you be allowed to travel? all these damn freedoms and all this damn shit that we have in this country, the elitists and super elitists, 82% said, yes, all that should be limited. It should be controlled. The government should control it and all that. No, kid you not. Of course, about 16% of us normal folks said yes. So they're the ones pulling the damn puppet strings. They're the ones funding this. They're the one doing all, they're funding all these campaigns and all this. And I'm sorry, but if you're a politician and I'm donating millions and millions of dollars to you, you're kind of beholden to me.
Yeah,
so,
no,
I mean,
you're right.
If you take it,
yeah,
exactly.
if you take it.
Okay, I'm not giving it to you. I'll just go give it to, Joe Schmo over there because they want to. So I used to think it was like Republicans, Democrats, or the Marxists. No, they're just using them. They're just the useful idiots for them to be able to control. And look at what they're doing. I mean, they're already talking about let's get rid of gas stoves. They're talking about that shit in the north. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And we sit back like, oh, okay, we're looking at the wrong things.
That's me. I'm that person. I just sit back and go, well, it hasn't affected me yet, so I don't care what you're doing.
Right.
But I have acquaintances in South Africa who have rationed electricity, where they get an email every morning. Here's what time your shit's turning off.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that's because of just poor grids and like their electrical systems are just awful, so they can't manage that much electricity. But I know what it's like to have it rationed. I mean, I've heard the stories. I've been on calls where there's shit.
You've been on calls with somebody in Africa, and all of a sudden it breaks off. But okay, to that point, we're not fixing our infrastructure. How many? I mean, you only got 4 or 5 super power grids around the country that really supply different parts of the country. We're not. Our infrastructure sucks, and they said this same article said by 2027 that AI supercomputers, just to crunch numbers and do everything, not any of the fancy shit, just to crunch numbers, will require about 30% of the electricity that we produce.
Oh, geez, that's a lot.
No shit. So if you got AI requiring about 30% of the electricity that we produce, and these people start getting in power and they start to, what do you think they're going to do to us?
We'll be sitting here at MagPar 60 followers in the dark.
You're going to get a goddamn email at 8 o'clock in the morning that says, hey, we're cutting your power off at 4 and it'll be off from 4 to 9 or whatever. That's where we're going.
Better start investing in generators.
No, I mean, solar panels. That's what I keep telling my wife, man. Let's sell, go buy 150 acres or 130 acres somewhere. Well, goddamn, plant something right in the middle.
Create a solar farm.
Yeah. Create me a solar panel. Give me a solar panel well. Drill me a well. The whole 9 yards. That way, Uncle Sam can do what he wants to do. Now they might fly.
I was looking at for fucking shits and grins. I was looking at property in like southern Texas and like southern Arizona, and just see how cheap it was because it is so close to the border. Well, a lot of those places have complete solar farms.
Yeah.
They're completely independent. They have water, they're on a well, but they also have water supply systems where they have water delivered in case the well runs dry, like 25,000 gallon tanks, like 2 of them. So it was really cool. But then I thought to myself, like, oh, they probably don't have internet. Fuck that. But you can get that Skylink now. I mean, it's a satellite internet.
Yeah.
Direct TV, whatever, as long as you have electricity. But so no, I maybe we should start preparing. Maybe we need to make a trip to the river, buddy, because that Civil War kicks up.
Yeah. I did. It's 60 degrees today. I may have to make a trip to the river bend, get my wetsuit out, and go, scuba diving.
That's right.
Get the WD-40 out and get the rust off.
Yeah, because this revolution isn't going to have a 6'2" monster named George Washington helping us out. It's going to have Sleepy Joe in there. Yeah. We're screwed. I
just saw a meme that the other day had a bunch of hillbillies in the back of a pickup truck, moonshiners and stuff, said, yeah, y'all make fun of us now till the shit really get to y'all going to really be loving us when the Civil War starts, because we're going to be coming out of everywhere and we know what the hell to do.
That's right, because they're ready. They're prepared. And we'll be begging them for booze.
No crap. That'll be we'll be back to trading sugar and alcohol, and they'll be making all the moonshine. So they'll have it.
We can use
But
trans people for slaves. Oh, we're gonna get canceled.
oh, good God! When I put, you need to make a short on that one. Please make a short. Please. Okay. This video just got banned. I swear I'm gonna get a. You violated the the YouTube standards.
I will put that up. So yeah, if everything goes to shit, we're gonna be they'll be picking cotton for their thongs.
Oh. Man. Okay. And we digress.
We digress. Yeah.
And the bad thing about that, you're joking around and people get so daggum offended now. It's just,
I know. And we're just having, just like comedians and comedy clubs where people send them hate mail and fucking heckle them and shit like, this is a comedy show.
You shouldn't have been here. That's what he's supposed to do, is get a laugh out of you.
You're supposed to laugh your ass off. They don't mean any of it. Just, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Oh, I get it. But, I'm triggered now. I gotta go because you triggered me.
I'll fucking trigger you.
I got the visual of the trans in thongs running through the ragweed field.
You got to see some of that when you went down to Florida.
Well, this is true. This is true, man.
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. We won't have slaves. I mean, obviously, yes, that's a joke, but you're right. I mean, when they get rid of currency and we're all on digital currency and they're holding our currency, we'll have no choice but to trade in fucking goats and furs.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and ammo and cigarettes and tobacco and.
That's why people have got stockpiles of sugar and stockpile of all this stuff. People laugh at it, but the ones that grow in their own food and got some of this stuff, they're gonna be okay. Because they're already. You can go on the internet and search 15-minute cities. That's all it is. They want to control us. They want to take away our freedoms so they can be the haves and the have-nots. And it's all because they're dividing us. As long as they can keep the Republicans and the Democrats fighting, or the blacks and the whites, or okay, well, we don't like the blacks don't like us, we don't like the Asians we don't like the Jews, whatever the case may be. As long as you keep that going on, got the real stuff's going on over here.
Yeah, the distractions are hiding what they're really doing in the background.
Yeah, squirrel, chase the squirrel,
Yeah. Oh, I heard you're going to get rid of digital currency. Oh, there's a civil war in Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how big that's going to get, but it seems like it's going to get worse before it gets better.
What, the Civil War?
Yes.
Oh, and like you said, you've got 25 states that have joined on. Texas has got a right to defend itself. And I'm pretty sure there are other border states as well. They do have a right. It's actually in the Constitution. Not that they even pay attention to the Constitution anymore. But, that son of a bitch ain't worth the paper it's written on.
There's a few, like women still get to vote. We can still drink liquor. There's a few that we can still hang our hat on.
But the stuff that kept this country for what it was for so many years, they pissed on it. So you almost need to just start over. Because like the Roman Empire, nobody conquered them. They all the Roman Empire crumbled from within, which is exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's going to be 48 continental United States against the White House.
Yeah. I don't know. California may join Sleepy Joe, because Gavin Newsom's in their back pocket. So as long as Gavin's running the state of California.
That's right. With global warming, it's going to be underwater anyway.
Oh, exactly.
I remember those diagrams when I was in school. Like, in 2030 with global warming, the entire state of California and the new border will be Nevada, and Florida's going to disappear. Like,
Yeah, right. And, global warming, except last week it was damn, hell, I'm in South Georgia and it was 14 degrees, but we got global warming going on.
Now, I do believe that the seasons have shifted a little bit. Like, it stays a lot warmer here in November, December, and it stays cold now until like March-ish, where that used to flip a little bit. So I do think that flipped a little bit, but I'm sure there's some study in Antarctica with glaciers melting somewhere. But again, I don't give a fuck. No glaciers melting in Missouri.
Yeah, but with all the glaciers melting, it should have, Florida Hell, Miami and a few of those places down there ought to be underwater by now. So
Yeah, Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Dominican.
I mean, Key West shouldn't even be there. So
the Virgin Islands, who are a little bit farther north, right? British and U.S.
Yeah. So it's
whatever.
Anyway, they full of shit. It's just another scare tactic so they can control you.
So they can pull all this shit in the background while we're going, oh no, we're gonna drown.
Exactly. And they got the useful idiots out in front. What's their name? Greta Thunberg and all them other ones that just jump in line. John Kerry, and love John Kerry. Oh, we got global warming, but if you're so worried about it, why are you flying around the world in your private jet, asshole?
Right, spewing fumes and toxic gases out.
ESG. I mean, that's why they did the carbon emissions and all that crap. So, 2024 is going to be good. And if 2027, if AI is using 30% of the electrical grid, then hey, we may be on some ration. Maybe you're sitting around a bonfire.
We'll be doing our podcast on a ham radio.
Well, we better get prepared because technically you're supposed to have a license to do ham radio.
Well, it's going to be like a 3-hour-long podcast. We're going to be like, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, we did. And hey, sit around for 3 hours. You can get this 42-minute podcast.
If that, 4.2-minute podcast. Telegrams and carrier pigeons.
Hey, it worked before. Smoke signals, baby. I'm just going to create a bonfire. We'll send smoke signals.
I have to move a little bit closer, I think. I don't know that that'll work.
Oh, well, worth a shot. If I get up on one of the top. Y'all got any mountains there? We got a couple mountains around here. I might get.
Got some hills, no mountains. No mountains in Missouri. Nothing technically high enough to be a mountain in Missouri.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I know.
Dang, that is.
I hate this fucking place.
When you moving?
Mine's my daughter out of school. She's a junior, so as soon as she's done with her senior year, wherever she goes to school, I'm probably going to follow her. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely not going to be in Missouri, though. That's for sure. I have no reason to be here other than my kids, but I mean, they have to grow up at some point.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
That, nowadays they don't grow up like they used to. Hell, we was kicked out of the house by the time we were 18, 19, 20 years old. Now they hang around till the 25 to 30.
I'm taking some time off.
Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, the Europeans did that forever, right? They don't leave the house till they're married. Go off to school, come back, stay with your parents. That's just that culture. Here, it was, 18. Either you go to college, you go get a job, or you go in the military. Bye.
Yeah.
You don't take a year off for my daughter. My youngest daughter today texted me at 6 o'clock this morning. Can I stay home from school? I need a mental health day.
Really? What'd you tell her? What'd you tell her?
Yes, you can. Well, so last week she had like 4 tests that she did not do well on. Volleyball was rough this weekend. She really did have a tough week. She's like, and she had practice last night. She'd get home till 11. I'm like, fine, whatever. You have really good grades. You're a good kid. Whatever. It's fine. You can stay home.
Wow. Where if we'd have texted that, of course we couldn't text. We physically had to get out of the bed and walk. Yeah.
Mom.
Dad.
Yeah. Hey. Can I stay home for? No. All right.
No. It'd be like, you got 2 choices. Get your ass dressed and get to school, or I'm going to get this belt and whoop your ass. Your choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. That's precisely it. Or you go in the kitchen and get some orange peels and put them in your mouth because that makes the temperature go up on a thermometer.
Yeah, exactly. But, speaking of that, and it's funny, so playing Pop Warner football, growing up, I literally got hit, and I still remember this. I got hit, and I'm laying on the ground, and a couple of the other guys, my teammates, they coming over. Hey, man, get your butt up. You ain't hurt, whatever. I'm seeing stars. So, I mean, come to find out, I got taken out. We wound up going to the hospital. I had a concussion. I'd be in today's terms, I'd be in concussion protocol. So
for 2 weeks. Yeah,
for 2 weeks, I had a concussion. I literally went home that night. We left the hospital, and plus my mom was a nurse. But we left the hospital, and they're telling back then, make sure you wake him up every couple hours, this, that, and the other. So I get up the next morning, and I'm like, do I got to go to school? Because I still don't remember whether it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm still, got eyes looking in different directions. And she looked at me. She said, you were supposed to go to, we had a city fair, county fair, or whatever. She said, you're supposed to go to fair tonight, right? I'm like, yeah. She said, well, if you don't go to school, you don't go to fair. I'm like, that's some bullshit. I mean, I just got knocked out less than 12 hours ago. So guess what? My ass went to school.
Of course.
You know,
But that was before all this pansy ass bullshit.
Now I could have took 2 weeks off because man, I'm in concussion protocol. I'm good.
Yep. Me at the high school team, a girl got a concussion the first week of school. She didn't play until the last week of volleyball.
Damn.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking coddling the kids, and it's not helping them. It's not helping them.
It's not.
They think it is, but it's not.
It's not. I'm working too hard. I got to take a day off.
Yeah, for real. Like accrue some vacation and request off like the rest of us, asshole.
And, and the bad thing about it is I rolled over almost 3 weeks vacation.
I rolled over too because they're like, you can only roll over 2. So I had to take a week at the end of the year.
Well, I could only roll over 2, but they give us floating holidays and sick days and a few other things. So technically, at the start of the year, I had 3 weeks vacation, and I'm like, I'm gonna get another 3 weeks, accrued vacation this year. And I'm like, I don't take off unless it's time. Our generation now, if there's a reason, okay, I'll take off. Otherwise,
Yeah, sick days. I had COVID and I was still working. Now granted, I'm working from home these days. If I had COVID, I couldn't go into an office, but yeah, I mean, I work. That's just what I've done for the last 20 plus years. It's fucking work. Almost 30 years.
I keep hoping I'm gonna hit the lottery, but that shit ain't happened yet. I even bought some tickets when we were in Wisconsin because somebody from Michigan or up north always wins that son of a bitch.
Yep, Michigan or Carolina or Florida or California.
So I was up there in that area. I said, damn it, I went in and bought some damn tickets. I bought like $10 worth of tickets and nope, no luck, damn it.
I always do the same thing. Like if I'm driving somewhere and I'm going through multiple states, I'll buy tickets in every damn state I go through just in case. Yep. Still hasn't worked out for me. No,
me either.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Then we're going to buy a damn island somewhere.
Yeah, I don't need 400 million. Just let me hit. Let me hit like 5 or 10.
Me? Well, if you hit a couple $100 million or I hit a couple $100 million, we can do whatever. I mean, you get a couple million, I get a couple million, we're good.
Oh yeah, for real.
That's all I need. I mean, okay.
I would never have to work. I could live off of $5 million for the rest of my life.
Oh, me too. Easy.
You put $2 million into a 10% index fund. That's $200,000 in interest every single year, or not interest, but here we go again.
You make it. You're talking about
dividends.
Dividends. You're talking dividends.
Yeah, so you get 10% back in dividends every year. That's $200,000. If you can live off 150, your 50,000 more is rolling over, and you still got $3 million to play with.
Exactly, and the bad thing about it is you've got everything paid for. So as long as you're not going out and doing stupid shit, you're just having a good time. Within reason,
living a very comfortable life, doing whatever the fuck you want to do, and you're not working.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to go on a trip? Go on a trip, unless it's rationed. You have to wait your turn.
Right, you can't travel this time because Uncle Sam and the elite said nope, not today.
Yeah, the super elite says you cannot travel till June, so figure out something to do until then. But I can't. I ran out of food. My electric's off. Oh, hell's breaking loose over here. I can't live. $5 million not do us any good if we can't enjoy it.
I could figure out a way to enjoy it. What do they say? Live rich or die trying.
I'd be padding people's pockets for more electricity.
No kidding.
Hey man, can I get those 2 hours back? Here's $50,000.
Calling the lineman down the street. Say, hey man, can you give me some juice this way?
Yeah, or whoever's in charge of it, like, hey, can you just take me off the list for a year? Here's $50,000. Take me off the list and open up my passport, please.
Exactly.
Yes. I'm just gonna country hop. Like, I just need to travel once a month. That's it.
Yeah, you can live very comfortably in some of these places for very cheap.
Oh yeah. Where like Colombia, where like their peso is like 50,000 to $1 or some stupid shit like that. It's ridiculous. South Africa is another one. The rand isn't worth a shit. But at some point, the dollar's not going to be worth shit either.
Well, no, it's coming. It is 100% coming, agreed.
But we will always have more valuable money than some of those third world countries where we can go hide in.
This is true, but when the dollar comes off the U.S. reserve currency, the world reserve currency, then it's going to shit. So they're working on that as well. I don't know whether that's going to be this year or 6 years down the road, but it's coming.
Great. I rely on you for this information because I don't look it up. I just have to take your word for it.
Well, Well, I mean, they've already got BRICS. They've already got, the countries that are they're working on it right now. Now, whether they're successful, but there are other countries buying into this. So China and Russia's leading the way.
Oh, great. Two of the other biggest countries in the world. India hops on board. We're fucked.
India already did hop on board.
Oh, good. Perfect.
That's why it's called BRICS. That's an acronym for the countries.
Russia, India, China,
Saudi Arabia.
All right. What's the B stand for? Bolivia? Bulgaria?
It's like Bolivia or something like that. I'd have to look it up. Look up BRICS. BRICS.
What does BRICS stand for?
Yeah.
Stand by.
That's the acronym, BRICS.
That's the name of the currency or the name of the organization?
Well, it's the BRICS are the countries that are uniting to get their own currency.
BRICS nations. Brazil, Russia. Oh, it's BRIC. Brazil, Russia, India, China. There's no K.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Oh, in 2006, they created the BRIC group. South Africa joined in 2010. Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates are due to enter on the 1st of January.
So
great.
It's already there. Slowly but surely chipping away.
Brazil. Who gives a fuck about Brazil? They're way over here. The other ones are way over here. How'd they convince Brazil to get in on that shit?
How do you
Exports,
think?
Imports?
I'm sure China and Russia showed up and said, hey, well, you got two options. That's going to be my guess.
We'll put Brazil, though? Those
we'll
poor
put
guys.
a military. Well, they put a military base down there. We're going to put operatives down here, and so I'm sure they had some persuasion going on, and they got a boatload of money. I'm sure.
I'm sure they did. Hey, we'll give you $100 million a year if you just say you're in BRICS, because we need a B.
Exactly.
RICS doesn't sound very
RICS doesn't work. We need the beginning of the alphabet.
We can't have Rick running around here. It's got to be Brill. Bulgaria said no.
Yeah.
Bosnia said no.
Bogota's out, so we need you.
It's not a country. That's a capital.
Oh, that's right. It is. Well,
That'd be Colombia. That'd be another C.
Yeah.
It could have been Cricks.
Cricks.
Better than Ricks.
Yeah, but bricks just it flows so much.
It does. Bricks flows. Yeah, it was brick. Now it's bricks.
Yes.
I
know one thing. There ain't no United States in that son of a bitch.
No, there's no Brox. BRAU. Yeah. No, there's not, and we won't. Well, until we have to.
Yeah.
And if we keep this dumb fucking unable to perform leader in office any longer, it's just going to be easier to run your tanks into our country, because all you got to do is pick a border and drive it in.
Drive right across it, And
yeah.
then they're getting all bent out of shape. You got the liberals and everything getting bent out of shape. Well, the razor wire is sharp. They can't climb. They're going to hurt themselves climbing over there. I got an idea. Don't climb on that son of a bitch.
Stay the fuck on your side.
Stay on your side. You're good.
Fuck, man. Anything for fucking like a reason to put on Twitter or whatever it is. Like, oh no, but the razor wire's inhumane.
Exactly.
No,
it's not.
No, crossing the border is illegal.
Legal. Exactly.
And if you get cut by the border wire, you should have got cut by the border wire.
I mean, consequences for choices.
That's it.
Good and bad. But there's no consequences anymore. So
that's like feeling bad for a drunk driver saying cars are dangerous.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's like that's banning cars because a drunk driver kills somebody. It ain't the car's fault. That's like the same. Well, we can get it out. We'll get it out.
With the guns too, it's the person pulling the trigger. It's not the gun that. Exactly. I've never watched one of those guns in my closet ever just shoot randomly.
No. Well.
I mean, the ones I used to have that are now.
Yeah, exactly. The ones that are at the bottom of the river.
Bottom of the river. Yep.
They never did any of that. You know what? They're still at the bottom of the river and ain't shot a soul.
I bet the same bullets are still in the chamber.
Exactly.
Unless the fish grew fingers.
Exactly. Agreed.
All right, man. Well, let's stir up some more shit next week.
Oh, we definitely can, because, have you seen the January 8th probe? All that stuff that I was talking about last year about how
January 6th?
January 6th. You're right. January 6th.
I was like, you can't. I already don't follow the news. You can't make dates up. And now I have to start wondering what the fuck January 8th is.
I know how to get you now. You remember in 1772?
Next week we're going to talk about January 8th, 1776. And I'll be on Google for 5 fucking hours. Like, what the hell happened?
So, but a lot of that stuff's coming true now, and they're actually finding this stuff out. That if we'll talk about some of that and a few other things next week. That the January 6th proves that they're realizing that shit, they set us all up. And how come you got some of these Americans in jail and some of them aren't? But anyway, we'll worry about that next week.
I'm looking forward to hearing it. So, if you are watching this. Like our videos, comment on the videos, tell us some shit that you want to hear. You got a conspiracy theory? You got some bullshit that you want to raise? Hey, we'll even send you a link to come on and tell your fucking story. We don't care. Yeah. Whatever.
Exactly. That'd be a cool thing. I want somebody. So, yeah, we need to do this.
Because we talk about the same 5 things every damn time. I want Billy Bob Joe from the middle of fucking Louisiana in the bayou to come on here and go, did you know that down here they're making gold bars in the bayou and the alligators are protecting them? I want that shit. That's
hell yeah. And we'll see. Yeah. Comment on the video. Exactly. We'll send you a link. You can click on, and we'll be glad to have you on and talk about what conspiracy theory you want to talk about.
That's it. From your bunker.
Exactly. You ain't got to give a location, just as long as you're in your bunker.
Yeah, right. With the Spam and the jugs of water behind you and the cans of tuna fish and I
better not turn mine around, right? I'm gonna leave my video point.
Don't open that bar fridge, buddy. We can see what's in there. Well, we can see the jars of brains and ears.
There's a door over there. I better not open. So.
Wait a second. I thought you said they're on the bottom of the river.
No, I was talking about Spam, man. I was talking about food.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
I was talking about food.
Well, yeah. Like our video, comment on it. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reel. I don't know where are you putting that shit?
Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram.
Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
All our handles are there.
Somewhere.
My finger won't go into your screen.
Yeah. So here we go. Here we go. I can't get
there. It is right there. There it is. They're right down here at the bottom. If you see us on TikTok, it's at the top and the bottom. But there's even an email there that I don't think ever gets used. So
I'm gonna email it one time from a fake account.
info@grumpyoldmen.com. Shoot me an email. I will get the email though because it's always open on my computer. But all right. So let's see what happens. Let's see if anybody comments some weird ass shit. We'll get somebody else on here. If not, we're just gonna start talking about the same old shit and make it even worse.
Oh, exactly. 100% agree.
Can't wait to hear about January 8th.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too. I gotta go find some shit on that.
All right, brother. Well, hey, this has been Grumpy Old Men. It's good to see you as always, and we'll keep this shit going next week.